Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Ping here. We are here tonight, I promise. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great day. We've had a very busy morning where I am. It's been a little bonkers here. So let me get set up. I've actually been running late this morning. Trisha's not here tonight, so I'm here at the 10:30 slot, and I am going to jump to here. So I hope you've all seen this stuff out of Colorado. It's pretty bonkers, and I'm gonna bring that to you in a minute. Let me jump here. Hey, good to see everyone in the chat. DJ is here, Angela, Kathy Lynch, Mr. Dan Yee, uh, Melody's here. Did I say hello to DJ? I thought I did. Marilyn Landis, Melody, Laura T is here. Everyone was asking about you yesterday. Sean's here. Moonlight View. Hey, how are you? Who else do we have? Penguin. Are you there? I don't know. Is the truth out there? Marilyn Landis retired. I ran Mamma Mia. All right. All right. Let me get set up and I'll turn the camera on. Let me get this done. All right. Everything's going a bit slower than I hoped, but that's okay. We got time. It is a Thursday night. Not a fan of why did no one likes the rabbit photo? It's very, very funny that there's so many people that don't like the rabbit. I'm not sure why, but so many so many people hate the rabbit. I like the rabbit. Ping likes it. I'm not sure why everyone hates it, but I like it. If you don't know what it's from the Houdini Eminem music video. Watch the music video, you'll see the rabbit, and you'll see that it's actually comical, not creepy. It's comical. It's a dude wearing a rabbit hat, a rabbit head. Good to see you all. Hey, Callie. Hey, my dear. Good to see you. All right, let me play this video, and I got another video, and then we'll talk about it.
Of attempted first-degree murder for their roles in kidnapping and torturing someone that they all lived with. Allegations include tying up, beating, burning, and whipping a 45-year-old man, all in a 14-hour period. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Department says the violent incident took place in a neighborhood in Littleton, and that authorities were first alerted by a hospital employee just 2 days ago who spoke with the victim, who was able to escape. Those three suspects you see there are in their 40s. Jason Carlson, Cheryl Allen, and Luke Anaya are all facing the same charges related to kidnapping and attempted murder.
The world's shortest video. Why are they so red? Well, there's a joke there somewhere about people with pickup trucks and living in the South, but I won't make that joke because it's Colorado. Here we go. I got another one here. I just want to check. Hold on. All right.
Covering tonight after he says he was tortured by his own roommates for 14 hours.
And now 3 people are in custody accused of attempted murder. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office found out about it after that victim showed up at a hospital. Fox 31's Gabby Easterwood joining us with what we know so far tonight. Gabby.
Yeah, Erica, Jeremy, over that 14-hour period, that victim says that he was beaten, that he was burned, and that he was whipped by those suspects. Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says they were able to investigate very quickly and figure out who those suspects were and serve those arrest warrants. Commotion in a Littleton neighborhood at this home on South Oak Court Monday morning. Michael Jeffs lives nearby and heard it all play out.
I hear sirens coming down the road, and then about 2 minutes after that, I hear the cop on the megaphone being like, "Drop your gun, come out with your hands up." And I was like, oh, maybe this is real.
Jefferson County Sheriff's Office sending out a shelter-in-place notification as they executed that high-risk arrest warrant.
I thought it was like a drug bust or something. It's like, man, 6 people living in one house. I was like, it's got to be a drug bust. But after hearing what happened, I'm actually shocked about what happened because I never actually thought that would happen in Littleton or right across the street from where I was.
The 45-year-old victim was living at the home along with one of the suspects, while the other two were known to be associated with the home. Motive still a question for authorities.
This was torture. He was tortured for about 14 hours, according to him. He was kicked, he was beaten, he was whipped, and he was burned.
The victim is out of the hospital now and is expected to be okay. This home, though, and the suspects inside are not new to deputies.
This particular home we've visited many, many times in the past for various things, but this particular type of thing, this torture, this is a first at that home.
They've had a lot of complaints, so I'm pretty sure that it was kind of just, it was a thing coming for them.
Now, the suspect did describe 4 people when he gave his statement to police. Only 3 were found at the home that day when the arrest warrant was executed. So they are still looking for one suspect at this time while they continue their investigation. Live in Golden.
So there you go. You hear about it that this victim showed up at a hospital with pretty mental injuries. And they sort of went, okay, well, how did this happen to you? And they listened to him and they're like, oh man, what the hell? And they got a search warrant, arrest warrant. And it says here that they're still looking into a 4th suspect. And that suspect was not included on the original probable cause affidavit. But, oh no, it was not included in a release statement, but it was included on a affidavit that named him as a 39-year-old man called Jimmy Ray Smith II. So let me grab you something from the Deputy Sheriff's Department. They're saying here 3 suspects in company. Yes, they might be in company, but 3 suspects are in custody for attempted murder. They say here, Jefferson County, Colorado, 3 men are in custody accused of attempted first-degree murder for their roles in kidnapping and torturing a fellow housemate. The incident occurred in the 4700 block of South Oak Court about 10 a.m. on Monday, September 16, 2024. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office was first alerted to the incident after a hospital staff member reported a male patient who claimed to have been tied up and tortured over a 14-hour period. The victim, a 45-year-old man, sustained injuries stemming from being tied up, beaten, burned, and whipped. He also sustained serious bodily injury after one of the suspects stepped on his neck, applying enough pressure to cause him to black out. An uninvolved person who was in the house was eventually able to get the victim help and get him out and to a hospital. On September 16, the Jefferson County Combined Regional SWAT Team executed a high-risk arrest warrant on all 3 suspects at the home on South Oak Court. The owner of the home, 49-year-old Jason Carlson, was arrested on suspicion of attempted first-degree murder, second-degree kidnapping, and first and second-degree assault. The 2 other suspects, both associated with the address, were arrested on suspicion of the same charges. They are 48-year-old Sherelle Allen, 41-year-old Luke Anaya. All 3 are being held on cash-only bonds, ranging from around $150,000 to $300,000. Investigators are working to find that 4th suspect that I named as Jimmy Ray Smith II. They're still looking for him. They're saying here the charges are merely legal allegations and the defendants are presumed innocent of all charges against them until they are proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. So here's some photos of these mother effers. There's Jason Edward Carlson. He's born in 1975. Here's his friend Sherelle. He is born in 1976. And Mr. Luke Leonard Anaya, he's born in 1982. He's the baby of the group. Look at these guys. They look very, very remorseful. They look... No, they don't. Do you think they look remorseful? No, they don't. They're more like, why am I here? You know, thanks for getting me out of bed before 10 a.m. You know, I ain't got no work to go to. And yeah, this guy, look at this guy's eyes. He looks like he's high as hell. Looks like he's had way too much drugs. Hey Sherry, how are you? Danny, Mr. Dan Yee says, I notice more people with masks on out and about. Yeah, it's Halloween, bro. It's Halloween season. Everyone's gone down to the Dollar Tree and bought masks. You know, you see a lot of people that look like the Scream guy. People look like Jason. There's people that look like Bewitched and stuff. You know, it's Halloween. Lots of people masking up right about now. Marilyn Ender says, so mean looking. That's not the word I would use, but sure. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Sherelle Cortez Allen and Jason Edward Carlson. There you go. All three accused of brutally assaulting and torturing their roommate. Be nice to Laura? When was I not nice to Laura? I'm always nice to Laura. When was I not nice to her? Where is Laura? Oh, she says she's got the flu. But I had the flu this winter, Australian time, and it knocked me on my butt. You guys remember when I was sick? I couldn't even talk. I hopped on and you guys are like, who's that talking? That's not Ping. I lost my voice. I couldn't talk properly. I ended up having to have about a week off. Brutal. Don't get the flu. That flu, the older you get, the harder it gets you. Kathy says, Ping, what are you going to dress up for as Halloween? Myself, I'm going to dress up as YouTube streamer who wears a hoodie. There you go. That's my costume. Oh, I'm wearing it right now. There you go. Our, not your. Okay, I don't know. Laura says I wear a mask all the time. Yeah. Wash your hands. That'll do more than the mask will do. A cookie. I want a cookie. Dress as the bunny? All right, I'll do that. If I can find the bunny head that they have on the music film clip, I'll do it. You got a nice haircut. Yeah, I did get my haircut last night. You can see. There you go. You can see it's all freshly shaved. There you go. Got it. We were at the hairdresser last night and got to hang out at our while she got her hair done. Mine takes like 5 minutes. Hers takes like an hour, 2 hours. So just get to sit in a chair and talk to the hairdresser. Red Like Wine says, you have such nice hair, Ping. Thank you. Actually, my hairdresser always says, for a 40-year-old man, I have very thick hair. She's always like, man, your hair's so thick and grows back so quickly. Because I only was there like 6 weeks ago. And she's like, wow, why does your hair grow so fast? Kathy says, you wearing a bunny head would be hilarious. Can you buy them? Australia doesn't do Halloween like other countries. So I don't even know if I could get something like that. Let's have a look. That's not what I was. So okay, not kind of what I was expecting, but sure, I could do that. Is this what you guys want to see me wear? Hold on, I'll show. Let me get on the page. When I looked up bunny costume, it gave me the wrong type. It gave me this type of. Oh, hold on, I have to. How do I do this? Because I'm on this website that has my account on it. Hold on. There we go. Give me 1 second. All right. So this is what it gave me. I was like, yes, I could probably do that. Am I a size 10 to 12? Maybe. I'll have to try it on. I'm not sure. Maybe I am a size 10 to 12. It's like, please no. Please no. Yeah, she's younger than me. My hairdresser's younger than me. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's like, no, Ping, don't wear that. I don't think it would fit. Try Easter Bunny. All right, Easter Bunny. All right, let's try Easter Bunny. Yeah. Oh, okay. That might do. There we go. AliExpress might. Oh, actually, is this it? This is very similar. I don't need the whole thing. I just need the top piece. There we go. That might be very similar. There we go. Penguin was correct. So we may be able to get the head. All right, we'll see if I can get it. How much is it? Hold on, let me go back to my search results. I can do this for Halloween. It's like $30 from AliExpress or AliExpress. I'll see if I can get it from Temu. I'll see if I can get it from Temu. It looks just like me. I know, spitting resemblance, right? Spitting resemblance. That's a scary bunny. All right, maybe for Halloween, all right? Maybe for Halloween. Try Easter bunny mask. Now we want the whole head like the film clip. Not one of those like plastic masks. They look terrible. All right, let's get back to true crime. No more screwing around. But that was pretty funny. Okay, all right. We got more true crime to get to. That's a pretty bad story though. 14 hours held up in your own home. It's not like they abducted someone and were like, you're coming back to our place. This was their housemate. Imagine feeling so degraded, assaulted, and just your complete trust, because that's where you're supposed to feel the safest, right? Which is in your home. They took away that from that guy and just basically humiliated the poor guy, hurt him, and treated him like trash. Those guys definitely deserve those attempted murder charges. And I don't think they're going to be able to pay the cash bonds of $150,000 to $300,000. I don't think so. It says here that when he arrived at the hospital, doctors said he had singed eyebrows, burns on his face, swollen and discolored knees, and a broken thyroid cartilage in his neck. Broken. So someone strangled that guy, right? Broken thyroid. No, that's the hyoid bone, but thyroid cartilage, where is that? That's the larynx. That's like in the larynx area. Not the hyoid bone. That's different. That's the two horned bones that often break off when you get manual strangulation. But the thyroid cartilage. All right, let's have a look. No, I don't want to know about cancer. Thank you, Dr. Google. Bloody Dr. Google. Always wants to tell you have cancer of something. Why did I cough? Well, it's obviously lung cancer. You're going to die. Don't believe Dr. Google. Yeah, so thyroid cartilage is this covering here, I'm guessing, over the Adam's apple or around that area. So that's probably the Adam's apple there. So someone must have hurt him pretty seriously. Did they say broken or bruised? Broken. They broke that cartilage around his Adam's apple. So someone either had a rope around his neck or they said someone stepped on his neck too. So imagine stepping on someone's neck so hard that you broke their thyroid cartilage. How? Melody says, I don't use Temu. I'm scared. You should be scared. Scared of low prices and credit card fraud, probably. Yeah, my advice would be if you ever use Temu or AliExpress or any of those type of apps, use a debit card that is separate from your main banking. should it ever get compromised, you won't have a ton of cash on there, you won't have a ton of credit on there, and you can cancel the card and get a new card. So that's my advice. It's good. It's a good thing to live by anyway with our online world. Always have a separate account that's just used for online buying. Don't be hooking up online buying to your directly to your credit card or your savings account. Red Like Wine says I use PayPal. Yeah, PayPal's good too. They have a money back guarantee, that type of thing. Yeah, there you go. But that's pretty brutal. I wonder what type of forces it would take to break that cartilage. And there's the hyoid bone up here, further up, higher up. That's what they often look for in murder victims that are beyond. Some of them are like people who recently died. Their body is still around. Sometimes when the remains are degraded, they will look to this as a clue to if someone has been strangled somehow, because it's such a small bone and it often breaks under pressure, under manual or a mechanical strangulation. But this guy someone stepped on his neck, so. Yeah, everything is cancer. Why does my pee smell weird? You obviously have urine cancer. Dr. Google says so. Danny says, is it from China? Yeah, probably. You're not a big shopper? All right. So let's move on. That's pretty brutal. These guys deserve everything they get, and I hope we'll hear more about it. I I see a quote from someone saying, Smith was the one who put his foot on the victim's throat, according to the affidavit. They tied him to a chair with zip ties and electrical tape, then took turns hitting him in the knees with a baseball bat, and then Carlson poured rubbing alcohol on the man's face and set it on fire. That poor man, I mean, apparently he even tried to escape. Apparently, according to the deputies, he had lived at the home for only a couple of weeks. He said he was in a bedroom in the basement when he overheard the four men planning to attack him, and he tried to crawl out of a window. When he wasn't able to do that, he barricaded himself in the room, but the men broke through the door and shot him. Okay, so they shot him from an airsoft type weapon with rock salt. How you do that, I'm not sure, but apparently you can fire rock salt from an airsoft gun, and that's what they did to him. And then they did the zip ties and the electrical tape and the hitting of the knees with a baseball bat. Man, what the hell? I hope he's recovering in hospital. I hope he feels okay. Hope he's recovering for sure. Gila says, every night before my dad goes to bed, he asks, any parcels tomorrow? Pretty funny. Sherry says, I'm extremely picky about my shoes. Well, as you should be. You have to wear them. Salt guns. A salt gun? You guys have more knowledge than me. What is a salt gun? What the hell is a salt gun? The hell do you do with it? What? It's a non-lethal defense weapon. The hell do you do with it? Load it with salt? Or yeah. Salt handgun designed for non-lethal defense. Chicago startup Salt has launched a crowdfunding campaign for a less than lethal weapon designed as an alternate to firearms for home and personal protection. The pneumatic pistol is designed to stop intruders using an incapacitating powder that temporarily blinds them while drastically lessening the possibility of family members being killed in an accident. So what do? Just load it with... this one has capsaicin powder, which is chili powder. And it sort of bursts a fine spray at them, hoping to get it in their eyes. How bizarre. What will they think of next? Next, you just need like a margarita gun. Then you can get like a bit of salt, bit of margarita. You go, just fire the guns at me. You have a great night. You get a little drunk. Let's see. What is it? For killing, is it for killing like things in the garden? Like you pour salt over slugs or something? Fire your fly swatter. Okay, so you fire salt at them. Improved sights, improved salt hopper. I've never seen such a thing. How bizarre. $80, $89. And you can get a salt shooting gun. Bizarre. Hey Lux, how are you? I call her all sorts of things that are not her name. Just don't ask questions about it. Let's see. All right, you guys okay, talking about shoes. We've turned into the shoe chat. Penguin, yes, back in the day, people would put bits of gold in a salt mine, shoot it at the walls of an old mine, and convince buyers that it was a rich gold mine. That's an interesting tactic. Look at all the gold. You can be rich. All right, let's move on. I think we've done this one. All right. By the way, I have been reviewing the Soto, Madeline Soto videos and the roommate audio, which I have in their entirety. I have the unedited videos and the audio of the roommate. I have those files thanks to Eric from the docket. He passed them along to me, and I don't know if we'll actually do a show on it, but I am reviewing them just for our own sake. I don't know if anyone really cares or wants me to do a show on it because there is so much on it. There's been like Plunder did one and Gray did one, and those guys, Eric has already done a bunch of them. Grizzly's done a bunch of them. I don't want to be redundant in my content, but I do appreciate them passing that to me and letting me review it for my own information. It's great. Really brutal if you guys have been following along with it. Some of the things they ask in that interrogation, well, not interrogation. Well, okay, hold on. Let me start again. One of the things I found interesting is how they dealt with Stefan and how they dealt with Jen. They had Stefan in a suspect room. You see, it's all like stainless steel, and it's very very medical looking, very sterile. And they had Jen in the witness room, and the witness room is all like, it's got framed photos and cool paintings, and it's got like soft colors and nice couches. And the one thing I noticed, and I did say this on Twitter last night, the one thing I noticed in those interviews is this. About halfway through Jen Soto's interview with police, the police turn on her. They sort of gave her a little bit of time. They're like, let's try and get a rapport going and try and make her think we're her friends. And then they sort of just had enough of her. They were like, listen here, you've got a daughter who is at this point missing. Like, you are just screwing us around. Stop it. Stop protecting your whatever he is, Stefan. Stop protecting him. We need to find your daughter. And your first reaction every time we do something to you is to protect him and not her. And it's so obvious when you watch that video. and you watch the whole thing, how she automatically tries to obscure things to make it seem less than it is. Like they try to ask her all these things like, oh, have you ever slept in the same bed? Have they ever slept in the same bed? Like, or have they asked to sleep in the same bed? It's really awful. All I can tell you is that I'm probably not going to do a show on it, but if you do want to see more in-depth coverage of it, you can head to the docket. You can head to Grizzly, and you can head to those guys, check them out. They've done some pretty good shows on it. But I would just say, I think there's more there than we know, and it's going to be an interesting trial coming up eventually. So there we go. Marlene says it will lead to high blood pressure. What, the salt gun? Yeah, it will. If you eat it. If you eat that and the margaritas, sure. Da, 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 da. Oh, the other point I had about those interviews was this, just so people know my take on it. I said the thing I noticed with her too is she's so reactionary to what the police say. So the police will be like, "Oh, well, you don't give us the normal answers that a very upset mum would do. A normal mum would like tear down this door and want to beat the crap out of Stefan when we showed her that photo of your daughter giving a redacted to photo of your ex-partner or whatever, getting a redacted from your underage daughter, and she's just sitting there going, "Oh, yeah, it's no, it was pretty bad, but I just wanted to believe that he was a great guy." What the hell are you doing, woman? Any other normal sane person would be like, "Hand me your service firearm. I will do it for you." Like, anyway, I'm not gonna do it. Well, I thought he was a bit horrible, but he did cover himself by saying my thoughts, not the police. Yeah, he was very very good. I liked the way he led the questioning, and I found it very interesting, some of his language, especially near the end, the last like half an hour or 20 minutes, really turned on her and tried to apply the pressure, because I think for a lot of it, they thought she was involved. They thought she knew where Madeline was, and they just wanted to know so they could end the investigation. And they were I think they were very sure that she had more information to give, and she kept protecting Stefan the whole time. And they were so pissed. They were so angry that she had told his father to get a lawyer for him, because you know what that does? It stops their investigation. If they bring a lawyer in, it kills their investigation. They can no longer question him. They can't ask him for anything. They can't get any more information that might lead to Madeline. That's it. He has legal representation. It's done. Not going to get anything further from him. And the fact that she went against her own daughter's interest to get the person who victimized and preyed on her own daughter, asked his parents to get him a lawyer to stop the investigation. I mean, ah, I don't know how people do shows on it. I would just be sitting here like yelling for like 3 hours. Anyway, they're just my little thoughts on what is it? 1 hour. What is that? Like 2.5 hours? Is that what it is? I watched it last night. Yeah, 2 hours and 45 minutes or so of her mother sitting in a, what do they call it? They call it a witness room. So yeah, but yeah, thank you to the docket for that. I appreciate it. It was very kind of them. Angela says that's right. I would have cut it off. I think she may have been a bit in shock in some part. I could see she freaked out when she realized he was sleeping with both of them. Yeah, but some of her answers don't make any sense, right? Like she says, they ask about the sleeping arrangements, and then she says, "Oh, they've never really asked to like sleep alone." But then she says, "Oh no, they have. Oh, they wanted to watch a movie together, and I said no. You only sleep like if we want to watch a movie, it has to be all three of us. And then she changes about 10 minutes after that. She goes, "Oh, but there was this one time. Oh, I was tired." And then they asked that they wanted to go watch a movie. And I was like, "Oh, mum needs some sleep. I'm gonna let them do that." What kind of crack you smoking? Like, what are you doing? And even the cop was like, "Why is this a rule in your household that they are not allowed to sleep in the same room without you present or whatever?" He's like, "A rule is there because something happened in the past." And he's correct. You only make a rule because something went wrong at another time. You don't just make it like for a normal person, it's just a non-starter, right? You're never alone with any of my underage kids. So, um, yeah, it's just, oh, she drives me crazy, and her flip-flopping on all the questions. And Angela says soft interview room. Yeah. What are you chucking up your arm? Well, what is wrong with her? I don't know. I really don't know. She goes from like emotional to like turned off in like a second. She starts like crying or like what not even crying. I wouldn't call it crying. I'd call it sooking. She goes into like a little bit of a whimper for like 30 seconds. And then all of a sudden she snaps out of it and she's like starts answering questions. And I'm like, was that real emotion or is that you just putting it on? It's so hard to tell. And I find she's just I watched the entire 2 hours and 45 minutes last night, just straight. I had on my headphones, I just watched it, and it was so frustrating. Stefan's one wasn't. While he's a creep, and he's a criminal, and he's an absolute piece of S, and a PDF file, his one was easier to watch than hers was, because we understand what he is. He's a predator. That's what he is. We know what he is. We understand that. The only insight we get from watching his interview is just to find out more about any of his offending or reasoning for do it. Her one is so much more interesting to see the psychology behind what should be a victim. She should be a victim. Her daughter was victimized, but it really doesn't come across that way in the interview. It comes across as someone who is complicit. It comes across as someone who at some point knew about the offending and didn't do enough to either figure it out or put a stop to it before her daughter was killed and dumped. And that's what frustrates me about it. But anyway, we're getting off on a tangent. Ping doesn't like doing that. We should go back to true crime. Let me know, though, in the comments if you really want me to do my own show on it. I'll ask Eric if that's okay. If he says that's fine, I'll do it. And we'll see. If there's enough people that really want it, I can look at doing my own 3-hour show and going over the videos and Jen, Stefan's, and the roommates. The roommate is just audio, but yeah, the other two are video. Okay, let's keep going with true crime. Wow, you can see how people do 5-hour shows on this, because you could just spend hours talking about just random things that make you angry. Okay. So the Mountain Eagle reporting here: sheriff arrested in shooting of district judge. Kentucky. That's not a real place, Ping. Kentucky State Police and the Letcher County coroner Perry Fowler were still at the Letcher County Courthouse at 5 p.m. today, investigating the shooting death of Letcher District Judge Kevin D. Mullins, apparently by the Letcher County Sheriff. Hold on, I have to look up Kevin D. Mullins. Hold on. Yes, here. Why would a sheriff shoot the judge? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's down here. They say officials say the sheriff, Mickey Steins, was arrested after surrendering himself to police. The shooting occurred in the judge's chambers about 3 p.m. this afternoon on September 19th. Police had Main Street in Whitesburg cordoned off and were shooing citizens off the street around the area. They say Steins allegedly walked into the judge's outer office, told court employees and others gathered there that he needed to speak with Mullins alone. The two then went off into the inner office, closed the door, and those outside heard gunshots. Steins walked out with his hands up and surrendered to police. Court employees were on the sidewalk outside the courthouse in shock following the shooting. Steins was handcuffed in the foyer of the courthouse. Officials expected the investigation to continue for several more hours, and they said they would have more information later on. There's the courthouse with it all taped off, and that was about 5 hours ago now. I'm just going to see if they have an update, because when I woke up this morning, I saw this, and I was like, who would shoot a judge here? They're saying here 2 hours ago, the sheriff has been charged with murder 1. Kentucky State Police issued the following news release this evening regarding the shooting at the Letcher County Courthouse. They said they received a 911 call from the courthouse in reference to shots being fired from inside the building. Several law enforcement agencies and emergency personnel. Hold on, guys. Sorry, Sorry, there was something that fell from the cats. Let's see. There we go. And they're saying here that several law enforcement agencies and emergency medical services responded to the scene and located District Judge Kevin Mullins, 54, of Jackhorn, with multiple gunshot wounds. Life-saving measures were attempted but unsuccessful. Mullins was pronounced deceased on the scene by the county coroner. The preliminary investigation indicates that the county sheriff, Sean M. Steins, 43, of McRoberts, fatally shot Mullins following an argument inside the courthouse. They say he was taken into custody at the scene without incident. He's been charged with 1 count of murder first degree. The investigation remains ongoing and is being investigated by KSP Post 13 detective Clayton Stamper. Bizarre. Let me just grab some more information on the perpetrator, Sean M. Steins. Yeah, let's go to WBKO and I'll show you some photos. Here is Steins on the left, and the judge is here on the right. There you go. And yeah, Kentucky KSP have begun investigating a shooting inside a courthouse that left a judge dead. And the preliminary investigation shows that the sheriff fatally shot him after just arguing with him. What was the argument over? Hold on. I want to see if I can find anything else about the argument. See you later. I'll see you a bit. See you later. All right, there we go. Sorry, someone was leaving the house. All right. Let's see. Kentucky sheriff charged in slaying of judge in courthouse. All right. Do we have a reason for that? So I'm trying to find a video for you that might have the scene for you. 10 minutes ago? Okay.
Developing tonight, a Kentucky sheriff is accused of walking into a courthouse where he shot and killed a judge in his chambers. Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins then turned himself in. Police say he shot Judge Kevin Mullins after an argument this afternoon. Tonight, the sheriff is charged with first-degree murder.
Tonight, authorities say
County, Kentucky, was shot and killed today inside the courthouse where he works. And tonight, Kentucky State Police say the local sheriff is responsible. It's our top story here at 11. I'm Connie Leonard. Letcher County is in far southeastern Kentucky and on the border with Virginia. According to State Police, District Judge Kevin Mullins and Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins were in some sort of argument before Steins fatally shot Mullins. Troopers say Mullins was shot multiple times. Steins was taken into custody at the scene without incident and has been charged with murder. In an update late tonight, state police say the shooting has hit the residents of the small town hard.
Anytime a situation like this takes place, especially in a small town, it shakes the very foundation of what the town is, and this is no different. We're just hoping that it's a bad situation, that we can resolve it as quickly as possible and start that process forward.
KSP would not confirm what Mullins and Steins were arguing about.
So I just received some new information that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to give you a video so I could grab a different source. But they're saying here, according to a local reporter, I think they're a Fox affiliate, it says here, high-ranking government sources tell me the sheriff who did the act, the shooting today, did so because the judge is accused of R-wording the sheriff's underage daughter. According to local media reports, the elected sheriff of Letcher County, Kentucky, walked into the judge's chamber this afternoon and executed the judge. Exchanging words with him beforehand, the sheriff is now in custody on first-degree murder charges. These allegations are not something that are verified, but these seem to be the accusations going around, at least from several reporters or people in the area. That's okay, then let him go free. If it can be substantiated, I mean, I'm not for vigilantism, but I mean, how many times have you heard a parent or someone say, if you touch my child, I would do this exact thing? How many times have we heard that, but we don't get to see it that often? Well, if this is true, you just now have an example of it. Yeah, YouTube has become really bad in the last couple of months with their word filter. It got upgraded, I think, in July, and it's even more severe now. Certain words, certain things you can't post anymore. It is pretty shocking that someone would walk straight into a judge's chamber and do that, but if the allegations are true, and I stress that these are just allegations that are going around what I would consider social media. I can only see a couple of people that are trying to not pass it off as fact, but saying these are the allegations that are being told to them. If that is true, then what a accusation. What the hell? Yeah. Oh, good. All right. Let's go to CBS 8 and see if they have anything. They say Kentucky sheriff charged with the murder of a judge who was fatally shot in his courthouse chambers. Yep, we know that. They're saying the judge, Kevin Mullins, 54, was hit multiple times in the shooting. So not just one. He didn't fire once. He did it a few times. Responding to the shooting in a social media post, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear said, "There is far too much violence in this world, and I pray there is a path to a better tomorrow." Andy, I tell you this. I'm going to change your sentence a little bit, and I'm going to add something. I would say, there is far too many people who are predators in this world, and far too much violence in this world. And I pray tomorrow that we have less of both of them. That would have been a way better statement, but okay. Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman said his office will collaborate with the Commonwealth's attorney in the region as a special prosecutor in the case. They say we will fully investigate and pursue justice. For who? For which one? The victim and the victim? Or the victim and the victim? Or the victim and the perpetrator? Which one? The shooting is being investigated. That's not a word. The shooting is being investigated by KSP, which is Kentucky. Why do I keep saying that? Kentucky State Police. There we go. I like Kentucky though. We should have a state called that. It could be like half Kentucky, half another state. It'd be very interesting. They're saying the judge who died today was known for promoting substance abuse treatment for people involved in the justice system and helped hundreds of residents enter inpatient residential treatment. According to a program for a drug summit he spoke at in 2022, he also helped develop a program called Addiction Recovery Care to offer peer support services in the courthouse. The program was adopted in at least 50 counties in Kentucky. Sounds like he did some good things, and we'll see about the allegations. Kathy says, that's it, we're renaming the state. I'm playing Trisha tonight. It must be the 10:30 time slot. It's throwing me off tonight. If the judge pulled his gun first, it was self-defense. Could be. You would love to visit Kentucky? Me too. Me too. It's like just over from Kentucky. It's like that little bit of a state between Kentucky and somewhere else. Maybe Arkansas or something. Wonder if KFC will investigate also. They only investigate when the colonel does a crime. I don't think they maybe in Kentucky KFC will investigate. Trisha can blame not putting her teeth in. I have no excuse except that yeah, I just have no excuse. Sorry about that. By the way, someone said that I should say I love you to Mrs. Ping when she leaves. She doesn't like when I do that on the air. But it's actually her birthday today, so it's her birthday today, and she's off to get an X-ray. She's off to get an X-ray on her toe that her workmate dropped a 10-kilo Connect 4 on her foot. So Moonlight View is going to order one of those salt weapons. I will let her know that you said happy birthday. I will let her know. She actually got some good news today. Her MRI came back clean, which was good. And she's booked in for surgery next week. So she can do her surgery, which she got the news about 10 minutes before we went live tonight. So she's somewhat happy, somewhat worried, somewhat annoyed it happened on her birthday. I told her it's a good thing because she'll feel better after she has the procedure done. So next week she's gonna have that procedure. Yeah, a 10-kilo Connect 4 game. Yep, they're like one of those yard games that they have. They had it at her work, and someone was moving it, and they dropped it on her foot. No, not for her foot, for something else. She's having a procedure done. So she's been sick with like 2 different things. Guys, give me 1 minute. Hold on. Sorry, I had to go close a window because there's a storm coming through and it's going to whack the window while we're on the air. Angela says it was a gift. Yeah, that's what I told her. I said it's a great news. You're going to feel better. So Angela says it was a gift. On my 50th birthday, I got an invitation for a mammogram. At least someone's going to play with your parts for about 20 minutes. There you go. That is a good birthday present. Sean says, like noughts and crosses? No. Take the creepy man down. That is a very creepy expression, right? You could have just smiled, buddy. You could have just smiled. Yeah. Here's some footage of the courthouse. There you go. Yeah, I'll show you. Do you guys not know what a Connect 4 is? Yeah. They're like, you can get really large ones for playing outdoors. Yeah. This is a terrible photo, but you sort of get the idea. Someone took it off the feet, so it has these like these feet that make it stand up. Someone took those off and just had the middle section, and they leant it against the door while it was a windy day. She walked out of the office and the door just swung open, like it just swung closed, and it made that middle piece fly and land on her foot, like just as she walked out the door. So that entire thing landed on her big toe. They have those at my job. They're about 4 feet high, something like that. Yeah. Get a line of your color. Yeah, you need to get a line of your color. That's right. Connect 4. Tell them how it works. I don't know how it works. You put the discs in, and then whoever can get the either diagonal or vertical or horizontal line of your color, you win. There you go. Yeah, so she had that. Plus, she's got her other health issues she's been dealing with for a few months now. So she's had a bad week for her birthday, and now she's off to get an X-ray on her toe just to rule out that there's no fracture and no break in her toe. But her doctor said it looked okay yesterday. How tall is that? It says here it's a bad photo. Let's see if I can find one that's not blurry. Yeah, let me go to the actual listing. It doesn't show me. It says it's about 36 inches tall. So how big is that? It's about 1.5 meters in Australian measuring. Yeah, sort of like noughts and crosses, but with colors. That's the only difference. All right, let's keep going with true crime. We can talk about these things in between, but we've still got to do true crime. I will definitely be keeping an eye on that the judge story. That is I've never seen anything like that before, where someone would just go into an elected official's office and annihilate them. Bizarre. I hope those allegations are not correct, even though they seem to be everywhere. All right. Sorry, I'm just closing some tabs because we have like 50 million tabs open. All right, let's see what else I've got on my list for tonight. All right. So we have a missing person, and I don't know why we didn't do this, but we can do it now. Tyler Weathersby. So let me bring you a video about Tyler. Hopefully it'll play. Or maybe it won't. I hate news sites who don't want to play videos for me.
It's been an ongoing mystery for nearly 2 weeks. Where is Tyler Weathersby? KELOLAND's Don Jorgensen has more of our exclusive interview with Weatherby's wife and brother, who remain deeply concerned about his well-being.
Tom, Tyler Weathersby disappeared after going on a walk on September 4th. Police say that they're investigating and following up on any leads they get. But in a KELOLAND News exclusive interview, his family says they have a lot of concerns as they continue their search for Tyler and answers.
It's been extremely difficult. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of breakdowns, trying to hold it together for our children.
Mona Lisa Perez says she has no idea where her husband could be.
At this point, no, I don't.
Perez says that she and Tyler just had their baby 6 months ago. Plus, he has 2 stepchildren. That's why she strongly believes that he would never just leave on his own.
Yes, this is out of character for him.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt because I know that this isn't my brother.
We also spoke with Tyler's brother, Gregory, who now lives in Wyoming. He, too, doesn't believe Tyler would just disappear without a trace.
I would say Tyler is a really open-hearted individual. He kind of wants to help everyone.
Since his disappearance earlier this month, family and friends have been doing organized searches to find Tyler and bring him home.
The public has been amazing. They've sent me a lot of different proof, a lot of behind the scenes things. They've been supporting the search groups, handing out missing person flyers, sending me video footage that they may have found of Tyler, different screenshots and proofs and different documentation that may lead to hopefully finding Tyler soon.
So missing for a while now. I have an update from their police department too, and they provided I think it's this one. Hold on, let me just listen to it. All right, let me cue that up.
Okay, good morning. Really not a whole lot on the log. One of the things I wanted to touch on, I know there's been a lot of questions in the past week or so about Tyler Weathersby. I don't have any updates at this point in time, but what I'd like to do is ask people to give us information. Really, that's what it comes down to. We've had, I'd say, well over 100 different tips, some of those from Crime Stoppers, some of those direct phone calls, other calls that officers have gone unchecked, and we've really exhausted all of those leads. The detective is investigating everything, but we still need more information, and we believe that somebody out there has some piece of information. So we would like people, if they have any information, to call police or call Crime Stoppers, and hopefully we can find Tyler with some of that information.
And that's it. That was the update. Hey, we're still looking for him. We're still looking for Tyler, but we can't tell you anything, and we have nothing really to tell you. I will tell you a bit more. Here's a photo of him. It says, oh, sorry, there you go. It says it's an ongoing mystery that we've been following for nearly 2 weeks. Where is Tyler Weathersby? They're saying it's extremely difficult, lots of up and downs, a lot of breakdowns, trying to hold it together for our children. That's Mona Lisa Perez. She says she has no idea where her husband could be. And my information here says he's been missing since September 4 when he left his home for a walk. That was that CCTV footage that you saw. And according to the PIO officer, Sam Clemens, they said police have gotten more than 100 tips called into them about Tyler, but all of them have been exhausted and none of them have led to Tyler at all. They're saying his disappearance is being treated as a missing persons case, but they have not put any other association like foul play or something like that, just a missing persons investigation at this time. He reportedly did not have his wallet or phone at the time of his disappearance. He's described as 6 feet tall, brown eyes, black hair. He was reportedly last seen wearing a white shirt and black shorts, like you saw in the CCTV. 2 weeks, right? Far too long. And his family did make a GoFundMe. Let's see if they have any. Find Tyler. No, Tyler Blake. Okay. Don't know why they got a different last name here, but they want to hire a private investigator and lawyer specialized in missing person and criminal cases. We would appreciate everyone's contribution, no matter the size, as we try to find a resolution and bring Tyler home. Okay. I think it reminds me of that case earlier this year. We had one where a woman went missing from her home after suffering postpartum psychosis. And I don't know if I check on her every month and I never see anything about her. And this sort of reminds me of that. Hold on, missing. I think her name was Zoe, right? Zoe? Where is it? Yeah, that's right. Her name was Zoe. Zoe Penrod. Still no update on her. It's now 9 months later and still no update on her either. And this sort of reminds me of that because she was last seen leaving her home. She was caught on CCTV. It was like New Year's Eve. They have never located her, ever. She has not been located. And that makes me worry that this might be something similar. Like they say here, Perez says she and Tyler just had their baby 6 months ago, plus he has 2 other stepchildren. That's why they strongly believe he would never leave on his own. They say it is out of character, and yeah. So what's the region this is in? Because South Dakota. Wish I knew how to pronounce this without sounding stupid, but it's a name that I'm sure Ping, if I tried to say it, I would sound stupid. But it is from South Dakota. There you go. So Ping doesn't sound bad. Hey, Leisha, how are you? Nana says, why do people missing never have their phones and other items? I'm not sure. It is odd though. Sioux Falls, thanks. We don't have a lot of First Nation type sounding words here, so a lot of them don't make phonetic sense to me because we don't pronounce them here. A lot of our words here are Aboriginal, so a lot of the ways we say certain things here are completely different to the way you guys would pronounce certain words. That's why DJ's always yelling at me, that's not how we say it in Texas. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but we pronounce things slightly differently here. It's like there's different spelling too. Between American and English, we add U's after O, as where you guys don't. There's also things like certain vowels, sort of certain adjectives and stuff. Like practice is spelt just one way in the US, but in Australian English and the UK English, we have practice spelt with a C and an S, and they have different meanings depending on what it whether it's like you're doing something or it means something else. So those kind of things always mess me up when we're reading USA stories. All right, so we just pronounce it like Sue, like the lady, like a female name. All right, Sioux Falls. There you go. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. The Thor says, I cannot imagine what the family and friends of Tyler are going through. Do we have a map? A map of where he was walking? Hold on. Do we have a map? Because I have no idea what the area even looks like. Is it residential? Is it something else? I was hoping we might have a street address. Hold on. It's weird. Not very many news stations are covering it. Just their local type news. Okay, 1 week ago. I'm sort of interested in why they put him on the poster with a skull cap. Very interesting. Did they give us a street? No. But they say they have done drone searches of the area and haven't located anything. That is concerning. They're saying by Tuesday morning last week, there was no updates available. They say they were doing coordinated drone searches in the area where he was last seen, either on camera or by witnesses. As of Monday, nothing had been ruled out about his disappearance, including whether the disappearance is considered suspicious. But they don't give us a street. It could be anywhere. It's a pretty big place, apparently. So there you go. Like, it's massive. Like, I don't even know what part of the area he's located in, but like it looks like a small city. You've got an airport, a regional airport. You've got, a lot of residential. Look at this. I love this in America. Your housing estates are massive. Like, they're just so huge. You get like 500 homes. Like, a lot of residential. You got some new development too. But if you get just outside of there, there is some open area that you could get to if you wanted to, like around here. But they didn't give us an area, did they? So no, they just didn't give us anything to say like he's from this street or Tyler. Let me check one more place to see if we can get any more information. Huh, that's interesting. Someone in the local Sioux Falls group says that there is that's interesting. Apparently Mona Lisa is part of one of the Facebook groups that is discussing and trying to help find Tyler. And apparently anyone who tries to bring anything up gets banned from the group. I can't verify that's something because of, speculation or something. But then someone else said here, I can't verify this. I don't like dealing with rumors, but someone said here that she was accused of killing a boyfriend many years ago, but I can't find anything like that. Here, Mona Lisa Perez was convicted of second-degree manslaughter after shooting her boyfriend in a YouTube prank gone wrong video. What? I think I remember that. That can't be the same person, is it? I remember this video. That's not the same girl, is it? That's from Minnesota. Hold on, let's have a look at this.
Soto woman has been charged in the death of her boyfriend after the couple tried a YouTube stunt that went horribly wrong. 19-year-old Mona Lisa Perez fired a gun at Pedro Ruiz III while he held a thick encyclopedia in front of his chest, thinking the book would block the bullet. It was a stunt the couple hoped would get them more viewers on their YouTube channel, La Mona Lisa. Perez had expressed hesitation about the plan. Me and Pedro are probably going to shoot one of the most dangerous videos ever. His idea, not mine, she tweeted. The mother of a toddler who's pregnant with their second child called 911 and described the incident to law enforcement. She was arrested and is charged with second-degree manslaughter. Many family members support Perez and say they hope she names the unborn baby after Ruiz.
If that is the same woman, that is very concerning that her first boyfriend was shot in a prank video gone wrong. I remember when that happened. I actually remember that video about the guy dying. Then her latest partner has gone missing. I am, you know, that's an awful lot of coincidences. You know, police don't like that type of stuff. I'm sure that if you could call it something in the last 10 years, you might call it the Lori Vallow effect, because dead people seem to follow her too. That is real concerning. The Thoris says, I remember seeing the video of her shooting the gun and killing the boy. Yeah, I've seen it too. I remember that from ages ago. Yeah. Rachel says, that's very suspicious to me. Me too. Dead people don't just follow you. Like, it's very concerning that two male partners have now, one has been killed, one has gone missing, all within about, what, 5 years? When was this one? 2018. So 5 to 6 years ago. So she's had one partner dead, one partner missing. Is it a tale of a person who just can't find love that lasts forever? Or is it a tale of a white widow? You know, those type of white widow stories they used to tell, which is an awful name. Sounds very racist, but oh, fuck. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sorry, I was very annoyed. Apparently, Mrs. Ping just went for the X-ray, and they wouldn't allow her to charge it through her work's insurance, so we had to pay for it. Fucking rah. Yeah, X-rays are not cheap. Far out. Angela says this time she just had a baby. Last time she was pregnant. Concerning. Concerning. Hey, Yuda, how are you? Nana says hello. Yes, hello. Well, look, I would say keep looking for Tyler, and if you can provide anything to law enforcement, do so. Apparently, she only did 180 days in jail for the shooting of her original partner who died in the YouTube prank gone wrong. Yeah. So a lot of people are commenting online that there's even restraining orders to do with that side of the family too. Yeah, but it takes like 3.5 months. That's why we didn't really want to do it. Yeah, I freaking hope so. It should have just got put through the. She has like a work care thing for the injury, and they should have put it through with that. And they're saying because they don't know the actual company name, they're not willing to take it. So mad, so mad, so bullcrap. You know, why does it have to be difficult? Why can't you just get like a number and they're just like, here's a number, put that in. Yay, it works. Why is everything so complicated? All right. They're saying here, you know, some people are speculating that maybe he's trying to get away from her. Maybe he's trying to get away from her and ran away on his own accord. Kathy says, Ping, does everyone have insurance there? No and yes. Yes, you can get private health insurance here. No, not everyone has it. It's not fully needed, but you pay a whack of tax every year if you don't have private medical. So you pay like an 1,800 surcharge in your tax at the end of the year if you don't have Medicare, if you don't have insurance. So you can stay on what we call Medicare if you want. It doesn't cover everything, but you do get a chunk of the money back, and there's like a safety net. You can only spend so much per year, and then everything is refunded. But if you do that, you'll get whacked with a bigger tax thing at the end of the year to cover it. So it's sort of like it's starting to be not worth it to be on the public system because it's so expensive with like it's sort of becoming like America where you guys have like co-pays and things like that. It's very much becoming like that here, although you guys don't have universal health care for people on welfare as what we do. If you're on welfare here and you have a card, you can get almost everything. They just don't do dental. You can get it, but it's just not done like the insurance does it. It's done in a different way. Oh, fuckers. Sorry. Okay. I don't know. Apparently the receptionist is trying to sort it out. Apparently they're something. I don't know. They're trying to figure it out. Wait, hold on. I didn't even ask if her toe's all right. Sorry, I should have asked if she's all right, not about the thing. You got Medicare? I think your Medicare in America is not even the same. It's basically low cost insurance. Okay. All right. Well, that was a very interesting story about Tyler Weathersby, but I'm more concerned about the fact that people can't find him. And where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? They say the search for him is still ongoing. They say he left his home around 7:45 a.m. in the morning. 7:45 a.m. on September 4 and has not been seen since. Starting at 5 p.m., loved ones gathered on Marion Road near the area where he was last seen in an attempt to locate him. The Sioux Falls police have not provided any new information on their search, although case updates can be found on a website on Facebook called Search for Tyler. Any leads on his whereabouts should be reported to the non-emergency line at 605-367-7000. So there you go. $174 a month. Jeez. Free prescriptions in Wales. I didn't know UK had that. Nanalana says his wife was not upset in the video. No, it's something doesn't seem quite right about a lot of this, but what is not right? It's hard to tell. But I am concerned that there seems to be some sort of history here with missing people. I'm just trying to see if we can find anything else here about it. According to his brother, let me see if I can open this for you. No, if that didn't work. No, okay, save image. There we go. Let me see if I can upload this image from his brother. And they say, I saw that she had started a GoFundMe to raise money. What's crazy is how money and attention hungry she has always been. Isn't this something as a wife you'd want to consult with his actual family about before you make decisions like this? And then when the public started disagreeing with this, they stopped the account. Let's take a deeper look at this situation. Did you know all of her children was awarded an insurance policy for the death of Pedro? Did you know that she was living off this insurance policy for the last 5 to 6 years? someone that took the life of their children's father was giving an insurance policy because of the children. Tyler and I have had past conversations about business and how it wasn't doing well enough to sustain, so they were living off the insurance money from the children's father's death. Strange, right? Tyler and Mona had to have countless fights and arguments with the mom, stepfather, and grandparents over the same situation. Now, somebody tell Ashley Perez to bring up something. I can't read it, but let me see if I can read it for you. No, it doesn't tell me. It cuts off there. So definitely some angst between the family, right? Definitely some inter-family issues. Yeah, okay. So let's have a look. Yeah, well, now that you read that statement from the brother, I think it's even worse, right? That just doesn't make anything look very good. Maybe the money of the life insurance policy was running out, or I hope police are taking a very strong look from the inside out, like they always do. I hope that is what is going on, because it seems like there might be more to this. All right. Do we have another one for tonight? Let me check. Oh, I do. I had one sent in from a viewer. One of our viewers sent it in. Where is it? I have two. I have one sent in from my sweet friend Emily Narb, and then one sent in from our friend in Alaska.
Clayton County police say the man is accused of drugging and raping several women in the city of Riverdale and around the county, and he's now behind bars. The suspect has been identified as Edward Huff. There he is on your screen. Police say just revealing some new information this afternoon about the alleged crimes. 11 Alive's Erica Murphy talked with police about that arrest.
Erica, what do we know so far about this case?
What we know is that Edward Huffman III is a 27-year-old, and police say that he is a suspected serial rapist. He's now inside the Clayton County Jail. Investigators are saying that there are probably many more women out there who aren't even aware that they've been violated by him.
Edward Huffman III drugged his victims and then recording himself as he raped, sodomized, and performed a number of degrading acts on the women while they were incapacitated.
Huffman's alleged crimes came to light when two women were alerted of videos of them circulating on porn websites, and then on September 9th contacted police. In all, Clayton County police say they found 7 victims after scouring over several porn sites, with each victim previously calling Huffman a friend.
Afterwards, Huffman uploaded the videos of his acts onto several pornographic websites for profit as sleep porn.
Huffman is facing several counts, including rape and aggravated sodomy, but Major Frank Thomas says more charges are coming because investigators also uncovered that he allegedly molested a child in his care. Police say Huffman's crimes will no doubt have some long-lasting impacts.
The problem with this one is there's so many victims, and once things were put onto the internet, they don't go away. It's there forever. This is going to be a haunting thing for these women.
You know, I think the scary thing here is where they say they're not sure if there's other victims because of the way he did it. Hold on, let me look up the no, that's not it. Yeah, let me look up the actual article for it because I saw more about it earlier. Yeah, 11 Alive. There was also a press conference for it. It says here, Clayton County Police on Thursday announced the arrest of an alleged serial R-wordist that they said had been attacking women over the course of several years. Clayton County Police Department held a news conference on Thursday afternoon and provided further details on the case against 27-year-old Edward Huffman. They said at the press conference, they said he had drugged this word that I cannot say, and this one that I cannot say, multiple women. They said based on the number of this word, Huffman is accused of committing. He is currently considered to be a serial this word. Booking info at the Clayton County Jail for Huffman showed 20 charges against him, including 5 for the R word and others for aggravated S word, aggravated battery with an S word in front of it, and prohibited nude or sexual electronic transmissions. Here's a photo of him. He definitely has the crazy eyes. 100%. He has the crazy eyes. Thomas said the investigation started on September 9 when 2 women reported Huffman had R-worded them. Huffman was taken into custody on September 13. When investigators interviewed him, they said he initially denied the claims, but later admitted to R-wording one of the women. Investigators believe Huffman R-worded women at multiple locations in Clayton County and the city of Riverdale since 2021. They said so far there have been at least 7 victims. The majority of the victims consider Huffman to be a friend and provided similar accounts of being at several social functions hosted by him. They said Huffman drugged his victims, recorded sexual acts while the women were incapacitated, and then posted those videos on pornographic websites for profit as sleep porn. This time, it's unclear what substance he used to attack them. Each victim advised after being at Huffman's presence or residence, they did recall being asleep for an unusual amount of time, but did not suspect that he had harmed them in any way. It was shocking to them when they were presented with images and videos retrieved from the websites of them in those sexual acts with him. Huffman has also been accused of molesting a child who was in direct supervision of, or who he was in direct supervision of, on several occasions, according to investigators. Thomas said the child molestation charge is pending. Huffman is currently in custody at the Clayton County Jail, according to court records obtained by 11 Alive. Here's the press conference.
I'm the
Authorities have revealed the identity of
Criminal
a man
Investigations
who's a
Division
suspect
Commander
in the
of
deaths
Clay
of
County
2
Police
people
Department.
found in an
On September 9,
County house
2024, the
following
Major
a
Felony
fire.
Unit of the Clay County Police
Marquise
Department Criminal
Holloway was
Investigations
initially
Division began an
arrested in
investigation
Mississippi
into
on
an
drug
allegation of
charges.
rape
But
that had
police
been
tell
reported
us
to
they
both the Clay
then
County
learned
Police
about
Department
warrants
and
out
the
of DeKalb
Riverdale Police
County.
Department.
The arrest comes after a man and woman were found dead at.
Go away. Stupid website.
By 2 adult female victims. The report was made after one of the victims was alerted by a friend that there was a video of her being sexually assaulted by Edward Samuel Huffman III while she was unconscious on a pornographic website. The victim conducted her own research and was able to locate videos of her friend, and several other women being sexually assaulted while unconscious that had been posted by Huffman, which prompted her to come in and make a report. Clay County Police Department detectives were able to access the material on multiple pornographic websites, and through the use of investigative technology, they began identifying and reaching out to the victims. At this time, several women have been identified and interviewed. As a result, the interviews that have been conducted thus far, detectives learned that Edward Huffman III drugged his victims and then recording himself as he raped, sodomized, and performed a number of degrading acts on the women while they were incapacitated. Afterwards, Huffman uploaded the videos of his acts onto several pornographic websites for profit as sleep porn, which is what we found. The majority of the victims that have been interviewed considered Huffman to be a friend and provided similar accounts of being at several social functions hosted by Huffman. Each victim advised that after being in Huffman's presence, they did recall being asleep for an unusual amount of time, but did not suspect that he had harmed them in any way. Hence, it was shocking to them when they were presented with images and videos retrieved from the pornographic websites of themselves with Huffman as he raped and sodomized them. Each victim interviewed denied giving Huffman consent to have any kind of sexual contact with them or allowing him to post the videos of pornographic websites for any purpose. While investigating the initial report of rape, it was brought to the attention of my detectives that Huffman had been accused of molesting a child with whom he had been in direct supervision of on several occasions. Huffman was apprehended on September the 13th, 2024, and brought to the Clayton County Police Department, where he was interviewed. Huffman initially denied raping and sodomizing the women, but after being presented with several items of evidence, he admitted to raping and sodomizing the victims he was being questioned about, and he also admitted to committing the acts of child molestation that he was accused of. Edward Samuel Huffman is currently in the Clayton County Jail and being held on multiple charges related to rape, aggravated sodomy, sexual battery, aggravated sexual battery, simple battery, and prohibition of sexually explicit electronic transmission. Charges for the child molestation are pending.
I'll leave it there, but how degrading for those women to find out that they were on different porn websites with, you know, obviously them partaking in sexual acts that they had no idea that they had even committed or, you know, not consented to. Pretty awful, and the ultimate violation of trust. It really is. And the fact that they still considered him a friend after the offending because they had no idea. Yeah, the owner, yeah. What? Yeah, that is odd. But maybe it's something they did. Maybe they slept over at each other's properties or something. I think we need to know more about the circumstances surrounding these social events and why it seemed okay to be sleeping at someone else's property for a long period of time. Rachel says these poor women are just going to be repeatedly abused with all that online. Those videos will never go away. Never. It doesn't matter how many court orders or police investigations or whatever, they will just keep circulating around the different video kind of pornographic websites for decades because they're not underage, they're overage, so they won't be able to use the Child Act against the websites, and they will have a very tough time getting those videos taken down. I mean, some child victims who are now adults have had issues getting videos taken down like decades later. It's pretty brutal. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry about the word thing. If I wish I could say it, but it automatically degrades my videos. Like as soon as like even him saying it in the press conference, it means this video will become uh what they call ranked down in the algorithm because of those words. And it sucks because we do true crime is, you know, I try to use as many of them as I can. Unfortunately, YouTube sort of has like a limit. The more times you say it, the worse your ranking gets, and you can say it a couple of times and get away with it, but you say it more than once or twice and that's it. No, I don't think so. No. Probably. Rachel says, I think we need more internet laws for removing these things. Just don't know how to do that. You know, you can campaign to your congressman and look at making or talking to advocacy groups and seeing if they have any specific legislation that they're looking to implement. Kathy says, I think the woman knew and didn't want to admit it. Well, maybe. Sometimes admitting that you've been taken
Good evening,
advantage of is a
everyone. I'm
very
Ron
difficult
Jones.
And
thing.
I'm Jennifer Bellamy. Right now, an alleged
Shut up, Jennifer Bellamy. Go away. Yeah, sometimes that is the hardest thing to do, is admit that you've had a crime perpetrated against you against your will. And you might be right, but I also think that is the flip side to that argument, that you have to be very careful. Yeah. I think we're almost done, guys. I think we're almost done for today. I think we're just about done, but we'll be back for Friday. We will have more on Friday for you. I'm just checking some things. I know you don't like it. Appeal to YouTube, and you as the user tell them that you find that content, that's the kind of content you want to watch, and you don't like when creators have to use alternate wording. It is very annoying because it's like having to learn a different language. Yeah, she's fine. She's right there. She's just there. She's fine. You alright? She said, "I'm not dead yet," so she's alright. I think she's just happy to be able to relax and watch some telly. She have a day off. Yeah, I think that's it though. I think we're gonna go for the day. We're gonna go get some food for her birthday, so she's gonna go get her favorite takeaway that she likes for dinner. So she's gonna go get some Vietnamese food. Yeah, go Niners. Hopefully they look better this week. Niners look absolutely trash last week. It doesn't help. Kittle is injured. Bosa is injured. Debo is injured. Everyone's injured. The whole team. The injury bug has got the 49ers. Kathy says, "Happy birthday." Rachel says, "Happy birthday." She says, "Thank you." Angela says, "Like jail talk." Yeah. You know, keep all your jail pockets safe out there. You never know what you have to do. Who do they play? I don't know. Who we play? I think we're playing the Rams this week. The Rams. Very important game actually, because we lost to the Vikings last week in the NFC. This is in our own division, so winning this week is really important. We have to sweep the division to get the number 1 seed. So very important. Sounds like we're playing real early Monday morning for me at 6:25 a.m. in the morning Australian time. And then the following week we're playing the Patriots at 6:05 a.m. in the morning. Geez, early next couple of games apparently. Yeah, everyone says happy birthday, Angela, the Thoris, Marilyn Landis, Mamma Mia. I will. I'll tell her I like her a lot. Yeah, everyone says happy birthday. She says that's very kind of you, very sweet of you all. And I want to thank Sean for his Shroom Room donation tonight. That is very kind of you. I very much appreciate it. I get what it's like out there. It is bonkers out there right now. When you go to the shops and you have to pay like $80 for like 4 or 5 different things, it's crazy out there. So I get it. So anyone who helps the channel financially is very appreciated, and I get it what it's like out there. So it means a lot when someone's able to do that. Hey, Natasha. Hey, thanks. Natasha says happy birthday. I will. We will enjoy our meal. It's our favorite takeaway. So we're going to enjoy that tonight. Paulson's mom says, I had to log in to wish Mrs. Ping a happy birthday. Always watch on the TV. Hey, I hope you're feeling better as well. I hope you're over your little health journey from a few weeks ago. I hope you're feeling much better. That was a pretty scary time for Son's mum. Marilyn Landis. Yeah, Marilyn Landis says hi. Yeah, so that's it. An hour and just shy of a 2-hour show tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday night Friday night probably means we're going to be on late. Friday, Saturday, we do a late show only, and most likely that'll be the case tomorrow. And then the next early show is Sunday night. Sunday night is the next early show. And yeah, so the next two are late shows, and then we'll be back for a early show on Sunday night. So I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you have a great, what is tomorrow? Friday for you. I hope you have a great Friday. Thank God it is Friday. What do they call it? TGIF. Oh, Kathy, that is very kind. Kathy says $25 for Mrs. Ping's birthday dinner. That is very sweet of you. That is very, very kind. I appreciate it. What are you having? What are you having for dinner? Yeah. Hold on. If I turn off the camera, will you come over and say? Yes. Hold on. All right. The camera's off, and then that's the only way she'll come over and talk to you. So what do you have? What are you gonna have for dinner? So Kathy Lynch gave you $25 for dinner.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you so much. We were gonna have Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna have Vietnamese. I think you're gonna have Indian.
Yeah.
But I was gonna have a chicken pho soup.
Yeah.
And maybe some rice pepper rolls.
Is that what you want?
That's what I want.
That's what you want?
Or maybe dumplings. I haven't decided yet.
All right.
That's good.
That's good? All right.
Thanks.
All right. There you go. She wouldn't talk while the camera was on. So you were dressed a minute ago. You just came home. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. That was very, very kind of you. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll definitely be back tomorrow night. Hey, Mountain Bee. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Mountain Bee says,
Good evening,
happy
everyone.
birthday.
I'm Ron Jones.
And I'm
Hi,
Jennifer
Ron
Bellamy. Right
Jones.
now, an alleged serial rapist.
Shush, Ron Jones. We're talking here. Mountain Bee 23. Hey, good to see you. Happy birthday and prayers for a quick healing. She says she hopes you get better. Hey, Brenda Kress, how are you? And retired RN. Happy birthday, Mrs. Ping. Thanks for sharing with us. Yes. Oh, you don't know like Viet pho soup? Like it's spelled pho, but it's pronounced pho, like pho soup. She likes that. It's got the rice noodles and all that. Yeah, thank you, Natasha. Yeah, I better get out of here. We're just rambling. Hey, I love you all. I'll be back tomorrow for another show. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. Friday night. You know, we should do a call. You know, we should do a call in one night. That'd be fun. But we are doing a UK show coming up next week. Next Thursday, I think we're doing a UK show. So the show will be on at 9 no, I think it's 9 a.m. UK time. 9 a.m. UK time. We're doing a UK show for the European and UK viewers. So we're doing a show where a lot of our UK people can tune into the show and contribute to the chat, ask questions, things like that, because a lot of the time it's very late at night for them. And I wanted to do that for people in Europe and the UK so they can contribute and do a live show. They often are on the replay only. So next week, next Thursday, we're doing a UK show. Keep an eye out for that. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everyone. Love you all. Thank you for all the birthday wishes to her. And yeah, I'll tell you about it tomorrow when I come back. Okay. Bye. 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 See you later. Good night. We have to go. Can't stay here. Bye.